Hello everyone, gshock here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna have a look at May new release G-Shock watches, May 2025 that is. And I know I published one video and then I stopped publishing. Well, you guys already know why. I'm busy with work and I got some time to kill today, so I figured I should start filming. Starting with the first one on the list, MTGB 2000Y BD-2AJF, a brand new colorway for the carbon monocoque MTG. Yeah, believe it or not, this is a carbon monocoque, but I like just leave it like this. They're wrapped around this case with another layer of metal, which makes this watch hardware wise is insane. That's the reason why the price goes at 181,000 Japanese yen. Plus, in this case, it is called the black and blue gray colorway, which is nice as well, matching really well with the MTG theme. I mean, a bit more toned down, more professional in terms of colorway. Even if you look at the real photo of it, it looks so nice. But if you look down here, there's not a lot of color variants yet, even though this watch already been available for years now, I think. So I guess this watch still is not as popular. I mean, looking at the price, I'm not even surprised. Something that is much more affordable is a brand new G-Shock watch. We got a GBA-950-1AJF. We got a 2AJF. This it is weird. It is purple, but they use the code bluish. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, 7AJF over here for white colorway. Now, this is just my opinion. Looking at the reference number, look at that, GBA950. So I have a feeling this is a variations of the GBA900 G-Shock watch. It even have multiple LCD, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 separate display for the digital portion, and this one have it as well. I'm going to use a positive display version, which I also would recommend you guys to get as well. If you plan to get one of these, get one in positive display. Learning from my mistake, look at that. You could barely see anything unless you memorize what the display is showing in your head, and then you probably could figure it out pretty quickly. This one is much easier to work with. It is separated further so you could see everything's better. Plus, it is now even have glows in the dark index marker, which not a lot of entry-level G-Shock watches have. But then again, this one is cheaper, pretty much half the price than one of these, so I guess we gotta have to pay for it now. Also, it uses a much more easy to disassemble band bezel structure, just like one of these design over here, single layer build. But I like the fact that I could clean it up as easily, you know, unlike I'm gonna use this different example here. This is the GBD300, which have a hidden screws underneath this thing. Look at that. I'm currently filming the assembly video, stay tuned for that. So having a watch that's easy to clean up is a plus, but personally I did not like the fact that, you know, the color combination as far as customization goes is limited because the band and bezel is connected. So there's just me. Anyway, carry on to the next watch on the list. This is probably my favorite choice for the months. GBX-100 Skeleton series, especially this skeleton and purple version, 28,600 Japanese yen. You got a skeleton gloss finish bezel, metal frame at the front of it, which, well, this price point is kind of fair actually. Anyway, if you're looking for a Bluetooth G-Shock watch, get one of these instead. I mean, much better in a way that it has plenty more function. It's also clearer, much more versatile. I could vouch the strap on this G-Shock watch is far more comfortable than any G-Shock you could buy. Now, this watch was popular. There's casually like a ton of them on the market, which makes this cheaper in the aftermarket. So if you're thinking of getting one of these, I would recommend to get one in used condition and maybe find a replacement part in a gloss bezel and swap them up yourself. But if you're looking for something new, get this one colored. The color is so nice. I mean, you could spot this watch from a distance right away. Anyway, something that you maybe not be able to do so is the next one on the list, black and red colorway, representing G-Shock brand colorway. Black and red, we got 5 model, 24,750 yen for the GAB. This is a tough solar Bluetooth equipped. I mean, function wise, this watch offers the most. This one didn't have any solar charging, but I think it looks kind of nice. I would say an intermediate one would be this guy, GX56BR. Still solar rechargeable. You don't have any Bluetooth functions, straightforward, large case. This king size G-Shock really shouts. If you saw anyone wearing one with this is a G-Shock. You're not gonna be mistaken by that. Anyway, one with the largest display, GD010. Alright, it uses negative red display, but it says in the descriptions that it uses a new kind of liquid crystal clearer display. I guess it should be better. Negative display on a G-Shock like this tend to be not as good. I own one, so I know. But I've seen the real photo of these G-Shock watches. Alright, look at that. it looks much clearer in person in comparison to the poster photo. So I have a feeling it is good. If you look over here at the 5600 version, it kind of reminds me of the red eye model, the W5600RE or the ML, but this one it looks much clearer. So I guess there's an improvement in that regard. And the overall band and bezel just flat matte out black colorway, which really looking nice. This one has metal ring around it, so it have this accents to it in comparison to the rest of these other G-Shock watches. Anyway, they all look really good. Now if I have to choose one, I'm probably gonna be getting these. I don't know, man, they all look good. Maybe the GD010, it has the largest display, has a metal ring around it, which have a bit more shines to it. Next up, we have a G8 2200 model, which supposedly to be released last year alongside with this guy, but somehow it got only released this year for JDM. It was previously released for the US market, including this one, GD B500 series. So I'm not going to talk a lot about this thing. There's not entirely new. It is new for JDM though. Next up, we have a color accent model based on a GMAP, 17,600 Japanese yen. So two colorway, neon accent pink or red accent, and we have a total opposite colorway in white with orange accents for the hands and blue accent for the hands for the GMA S120. The GMAP version, if I'm not mistaken, there's another variation of this based on the GA 2300 series. This is just a small size version. The colorway, the idea is not new, but I get it. It looks nice. If you plan to give someone a watch, this might be it. A good starter G-Shock, I would say. Next, we have a GBM 2100B, 39,600 Japanese yen. This is basically the G-Shock Bluetooth Casio, but with metal bezel. So every time they add metal on a G-Shock, especially just the bezel part, the price jumped up significantly. So that's what you're paying for. But in this case, they do change the strap to different some texture on it. The watch face has some texture as well, similar to the GWG 2000 Modmaster. So look really nice, but I'm not a big fan, just gotta be honest. So let's skip this one to the last one on the list. We have MRG BF Goliath Frogman G-Shock watch based on green colorway, I guess to represent the color of the frog. If I'm not mistaken, isn't this the frog that people are eating, right? I might be incorrect, but anyway. Also sapphire green glass back, which is really cool. I mean, this watch is awesome. The band locked differently. I wish every Frogman built the same way, but apparently we have to pay 572,000 Japanese yen to get one of these. Look at the construction, separated metal bezel. This is insane, man. This is just insane. I love this Frogman, but the price is way too high, way out of my budget, especially right now. I just got my third child, so yeah, gotta be careful with my expenditure. Probably gonna be skipping all of the rest of the May release, getting one of these instead. GAV01 released back on April. They got 4 colorway, black, purple, fluorescent green. This is probably the one that I'll be choosing, and metallic gray. Now this one's slightly more expensive. Anyway, I'm just gonna talk a little bit more about this thing, not a lot, because this watch deserves some time, even though people hated this thing. I look at the comment section. I'll check the interview video Casio made with the designer for this watch. He did explain why it looks the way it is. Basically, as minimal in shape as possible to turn into the watch and have the to imitate the teeth before this is on the outside. The idea itself is really cool. The implementation or the final result is subjective. I'm probably gonna be getting this out of curiosity because I want to see the hands over here on the watch, which they say is to be shock resistant, where you could bump it up, and look at that, it is magnetically attached to the body itself, so it could move around like that. It is like a toy, and it's really expensive toy. But then again, isn't all of our G-Shock watches is a toy in a way? So this is just another version of a toy, but it is a better version because it is newer, just for the hands. Everything else, I'm not a big fan of the design, the size, the overall color. I mean, I'm not a big fan of those, even the price as well. But the hands, ooh, that's the part that I'm really looking forward to. Alright, that's it. I think I would summarize everything right now. There's not a lot of good G-Shock watch released this year. Not, they're all good, they are brand new, but not really changed the game, unlike the GAV01. The rest is just new colorway, pretty basic stuff. So we gotta give credit to the GAV01 because the rest didn't really do it, at least for me. This one have it good as well with the new paint. But anyway, if that's it, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your support. I made a video for this thing. I haven't published it yet. Maybe I'll release this one first, and then I'll finish editing with this video. We'll see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion channel. Oh, by the way, I just wore this as is. It's not even charged, nothing here. I just wear it for the video as a prop. Down here anyway, I should have put this thing on instead. GM 700 wrist jack, and back to work. All right, I'm out.